Hello students, I am Pooja Garg. Welcome you all in my online classes for class 10th mathematics, and today I am going to continue chapter number 2 polynomials, and under which I am going to discuss the questions based on exercise number 2.3. Right, so before going to start any topic, do like and subscribe my channel Power of Mathematics, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get all further upcomings. So in this lecture I am going to discuss NCERT solutions of exercise 2.3. So let's start. Students, as I had given you homework in previous video that you have to do question number 1 and 2 of exercise 2.3. I hope you tried. So right now I'm going to discuss all the solutions related to question number 1 and 2. So let's see. So here the very first question is, divide the polynomial px by the polynomial gx and find the quotient and remainder. Okay, now here the polynomial px is this and the polynomial gx is this, and I already discussed that very important point for this. Whenever we are dividing any two polynomials, first of all they should be arranged in a descending powers of a variable, means it should be in a standard form. So here you can observe both the polynomials are in its standard form. So let's see how we will divide, as I already discussed how to divide. So see the step by step one more time. Still those who have confusion in this, they can understand through this video. So now you can observe when I'm dividing these two. So very first step I told you, here we can maintain this column so that there is no problem in finding this question part. So how to find this very first term of the question part? What I'm going to do, I'm going to divide this first term of this dividend by the first term of divisor. So x cube divided by x square is x, means I get the value as x. Now x I'm going to multiply by both the terms one by one, and I'm going to arrange this in as a like terms. Okay, in its like terms. So see, x into x square is what? X cube. X into minus 2 is minus 2x. But here you can observe this term, I don't have any term of x square, so here I get this term as minus 2x square, x. So I'm going to write below 5x. Now what is the next step? I'm going to change the sign because we need to subtract these two polynomials, right? So here first term will cancel out, positive negative 0. Now what I'm going to do, first I'm going to note down this term because I need to arrange in its descending power of the variable. Secondly, 5 plus 5 plus 2 means plus 7x, and last is minus 3. Now step 2, first term of this divided by the first term of this, means minus 3x square divided by x square is what? Minus 3. So here you can write here minus 3. Now minus 3 you will multiply by both one by one. Consider sign as well. So minus 3 into x square is what? Minus 3x square, and minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. So write below minus 3. Okay, now these two terms will cancel out. Now first of all you note down this one, 7x, and minus minus plus, that is minus 9, sign of greater value. Now further I can't solve because here we are observing that degree of this Rx is less than the degree of Gx. So here I will stop it and I can't solve it further. So it means quotient is x minus 3 and the remainder is 7x minus 9. So in this way we are going to solve the question. See the second part. See second part. Px is equals to this and here gx is this. Now you are observing that this gx is not in its standard form. So first you convert into standard form. So here I have converted it as in standard form, means x square minus x plus 2. Right now in the same manner I am going to divide these two polynomials, and here you can observe like very first term I am getting it as x square, right? X square when I am dividing these two terms. So x square I am going to multiply by all three terms one by one. X square into x square is x power 4. X square into minus x is minus x cube, and you can observe there is no cubical term here, so write it separately. Now x square into 1 is x square, right below this. Okay, now these two terms will cancel out, change the sign. Now I told you I need to write in the standard form. So first I am going to write this term with changed sign, that is x cube. Now minus minus plus, that is minus 4x square. Write down these rest of the terms as it is because these all three terms, these two terms are related to the first expression. So no change in sign. Now see step 2. X cube divided by x square, right? Means this term first and this term first. We are going to divide, then we'll get it as x. Means x I am going to multiply by all three one by one. X into x square is what? X cube. X into minus x is what? Minus x square. X into 1 is x. Now change the sign, solve it. So when you are solving these expressions, you will get this. Now again first term divide by first term. So I'll get it as minus 3. So here we will write minus 3 into all these three terms one by one. So I'll get this. And when I'm solving these by changing the sign, remainder I'm getting at 8. And here also you are observing the degree of Rx. Rx degree is 0 because it's a constant, right? Is less than the degree of Gx. So here only I will stop. I will not proceed it further because I can't solve it. So it means the remainder is 8 and the quotient is x square plus x minus 2. Now see third. In the same manner, you can observe this is px, this is gx, and again gx is not arranged. First we arrange it. And you can see the step by step and try to solve it by your own. Now see the second question. As I already discussed the concept related to the second question, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of second polynomial by dividing the second by the first polynomial. Means I need to divide second by first and I need to check whether it is a factor or not. So yes, you are right that if remainder is 0, then we can say that yes, this is a factor of this, otherwise not. So here you are observing in the same manner I did this question, step by step. You can follow the same, right? And leave proper gap in between the steps, okay? And whenever you are changing the sign, please put in bracket so that it is, you can identify it easily which sign you changed. Okay, now you can observe here remainder I am getting at 0. It means here Rx is 0. So I can say that yes, this is a factor of Px. See second part. Now see the second part here. Again you can take this as gx and this as px, and you can do it by your own. Divide this and check whether you are getting remainder as 0. But in this case, yes, you are getting remainder as 0. It means this is a factor of given polynomial px. Now see the next part. Part number 3. Here also you can observe this is gx and this is px. You can take it as. Now just divide it. Okay. Now you can observe when you are dividing it, here you are getting remainder as 0, means degree of Rx is less than degree of Gx, and further I can't solve it. So in this case remainder is not 0, it means Gx is not a factor of Px. Now see the third question, and that is a very important type of question and new for you. So see, obtained all other zeros of this polynomial 3x raised to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. And if two of its zeros are this and this, it means you are observing that this is a biquadratic. Biquadratic means degree 4, right? So degree 4 means it must have how many zeros? Yes, 4. So in this case, 2 already given to you and you need to find rest 2. And generally beta, whenever they ask for the biquadratic, so in this case, they always provide you 2 zeros and you need to find the rest 2 zeros and see how to find it out. So let this polynomial be as this as px. Now these two are the zeros of this polynomial. If these are the zeros of this polynomial, it means what? These two are the factors. See how to find the factors. You can see if you are going to equate this with x, 0, right? So when you are going to shift this number towards the left hand side, so what you will get? X minus under root 5 by 3. Same way another factor you will get it as x plus under root 5 upon 3. Now you need to solve these two, right? When you are solving these two, I'm using identity, that is a plus b into a minus b, that is equals to a square minus b square. So when I'm solving it, I'm getting x square minus 5 upon 3 because root 5 under root 5 upon 3 whole square means 5 by 3, and this is a factor of px. You can take this as gx. Now I'm going to divide px and px by gx by long division method. You can observe. So here if you are observing, here I divided these two polynomials and remainder I am getting as 0. And in this case you should always get remainder as 0 because here right now I told you this is a factor of this, means it is exactly divisible. So it means in this case remainder should be 0. If you are getting say any other value except 0, it means you did some mistake. So you have to recheck it. Now see how to find remaining two zeros. That is the most important step. Now see the last step. As we know, according to division algorithm, Px is equals to Gx into Qx plus Rx. Put the values. Gx as it is, Qx this, and Rx is 0. Now here I can factorize it as I started with the same only, that x plus under root this and x minus under root 5 by 3, these as it is. Now I am taking 3 as common here. What is left inside the bracket? That is x square plus 2x plus 1, right? Now you can observe till end I have written all these factors same, but here what I did, here I used splitting middle term method to split the middle term. Fine, I got, after splitting this, I got two more factors, that is x plus 1, x plus 1. So these are only the basically zeros, and for finding the zeros what I am going to do, I am going to equate this factor with 0 as well as this also 0. So if I am equating these two factors as 0, what do I get? Minus 1 and minus 1 in both the case. Okay, so it means other two zeros are this and this. So this is new for you, right? Now here I am giving you one homework question and you can try in the same manner. Here also you have to obtain all the zeros of this polynomial Px. Again, this is biquadratic. If this and this are the two of its zeros, you need to find remaining two. So you can follow with the same method which I have done in previous question. Now see the next question on dividing this polynomial by this polynomial Gx, and question and remainder were this and this respectively, means this one is as a quotient and this one as a remainder. So in this case Px given, Qx given, Rx given, but Gx is missing, means divisor is missing. So let us see how to do. I am going to apply division algorithm, that is Px is equals to Gx into Qx plus Rx. So a little bit I am going to shuffle because I need to find the value of Gx. So here you can shift this Rx over there, means Px minus R, and this is in multiplication, so it comes in division. So in this way I can find Gx. Now put the values of Px and Rx. Px is this x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Now Rx is minus 2x plus 4, but here because of this minus sign we will change the sign of these terms, right? So it is plus 2x and minus 4 upon x minus 2. We can solve these like terms. So after solving these like terms, I'll get this expression upon this, and which is equals to the, Gx. Means if I'm going to divide these two, whatever the quotient part I'll get, that is the value of Gx. Now using the long division method, in the same way, look at here. So here I have divided these two polynomials. Again in this case also I am getting this as 0. So here you observe this quotient part, that is x square minus x plus 1 is only the Gx. In this way they can ask for any, right now out of 4 1 is missing, that is Gx. It can be Px also, right? So in this way you have to apply division algorithm. Now here I am taking one extra question which is based on the cubic polynomial, right? So it is a cubic polynomial. In this case also generally they will provide you 1 0. They never ask to find all three zeros, okay? So in this case, see, in the same manner which I did for the biquadratic, we will follow the same steps. You can observe, take this as Px. If one of the 0 is 1, then x minus 1 means again I am going to shift this 1 towards this side. So x minus 1 is one of the factor. So by applying division algorithm I am going to divide this. Take this as Gx and this as Px. So divide these two polynomials. In this case also remainder is 0 because yes, x minus 1 is a factor, means it should divides it exactly, okay? Now by using the long division algorithm, Px is equals to Gx into Qx plus Rx. Put the values. Now again this factor as it is, but here I am going to apply splitting middle term. After applying that method I got two factors, that is 3x minus 1 and x plus 2. Now I am going to equate all these factors with 0 to get the zeros of the polynomial. So when I am going to equate this is equals to 0, I will get 1 upon 3. For this I'll get minus 1, and for this I'll get it as 1. So it means these two are the remaining two zeros of this given polynomial. So students, keep on doing practice and clarify your doubts. You can write in the comment section. Write your name, class, roll number as well. Students, kindly check PDF of notes in description box of each video. Thank you.